So what's going on, guys? My name is MrDalekJD, and in this video we're going to be showing you some evidence that could indicate that there is something more to the Easter egg cutscene, or a potential second Easter egg cutscene in Revelations. Now, you must be sick and tired of hearing about videos that are speculating and theorizing on this, but we have some legitimate evidence here, which is definitely something that we can talk about. It's something that doesn't add up, something that I've personally never seen before, never got it before in my games, and this is truly something pretty special. What we're going to be talking about today is something that occurred during one of CodeNamePizza's Easter egg runs, and it occurs directly after Maxis and Sophia, just before the actual end cutscene loads itself. Now, we've done this multiple times, we've tested this out, and what he does is he's completing the boss fight in Revelations, and as soon as the Shadowman is being lasered by the Chronorium, he pops the anywhere but here Gobblegum, so he's not in the arena of the boss fight when the Shadowman's actually killed, and then, you know, he's back in the normal map, and he gets the XP. Then it loads into the Maxis and Sophia cutscene, but it's after this something truly weird happens. I'm going to shut up for a moment and put the volume up as well so you can hear this. Now, it's exactly after the Maxis and Sophia cutscene ends and just before the actual real end cutscene loads. Listen to this.
Now and forever.
I'm going to go ahead and play the last few seconds of that again a few times over, just so you can get a clear understanding of what I'm talking about. Now, if you can't work this out, then during this black screen just before the end cutscene loads, you can hear this weird sound, this sort of sound of like some orchestral voices for a split second, then it loads into the end cutscene. And this is something I've never ever seen before when I've played or when anyone else has played. It's truly something which I believe is a 1 in a million chance, and it's super weird because it sounds like the game is trying to load something, then it just stops and cuts to the actual cutscene. So what exactly is it trying to load? That's the mystery here. Now, I've got the sound files on PC, I've got all the sounds for voices and for music, and I've still yet to find this sound within the sound files itself, but as soon as we do, we can pinpoint what this belongs to, but at the moment, this is a real mystery. Now, I've gone ahead and looked at my footage of when I very first done the Easter egg, just to see if this sound occurs whenever you do the Easter egg, and it seems like you can hear your character's footsteps fall to the floor, like as if you're spawning back into the map, and that happens no matter where you are in the game. If you're in the boss fight, if you've used anywhere but here, you're always there, and that's still prevalent within Pizza's video, but it's the sound of those voices which you just don't get in any other attempt of the Easter egg. Now, we went ahead and retried this again on PC. I tried this last night and again today, and the footage you're watching is me and Pizza attempting this on PC with the anywhere but here Gobblegum. You see, we managed to defeat the Shadowman. We anywhere but here right before the screen actually goes into the white, so everything's disappeared. We're back on the map. We go into the Sophia and Maxis cutscene, and what occurs on PC is it loads the cutscene so fast in that there's no black screen. There's no waiting time for the cutscene to load, so that's definitely a debunk there. But on PS4, no matter what you do, you always have a black screen for a few moments before the cutscene loads, and it's just so weird that we have this sound that occurs during this clip here, but it just never happens on any other Easter egg attempts. So now me and Pizza are in a call. We're just going to talk about what we think about this. So is this the first time you've tried anywhere but here popping out from completing the Easter egg and getting that, or was that like a few times in you've managed to get that sound?
That was the first time that I've ever tried it.
That's super weird.
We tried it afterwards, right? And it didn't work again. So, I mean, it's like you said before, it's literally 1 in a million chance.
Like, we've not tested it on PS4, we've tested it on PC. I don't know if that would have any real, like, effect or difference, because, you know, it's still the map. It's everything that the map, like, consists of on PS4, exactly the same on PC. But there just is that weird loading time for the cutscene, but, like, I don't know what this could be. I've never heard this sound before. I've never heard it before in any other maps. Like, what do you think this sound could indicate?
Okay, so if I had to take a wild guess, if this actually meant something, it's either, number one, the game is trying to load a different sound file for a different ending cutscene, or it could possibly be the sound of in-game when you go back to the game, like you just said before. They put a black screen over it. You can still play. You can see the little strip at the bottom. I think it's an in-game reward that you might be able to get at the end. Let's just say a staff or something like that. It might not be a staff. Don't hold me to that. But if you know what I mean, like that kind of like glowing sound. That's what it's a weird explanation.
Yeah, it sounds like it just sounds like a really like sort of holy sound, like you've done something really, really big in the game.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, to point out what he mentioned earlier, so I think this still is on PS4, but when you complete the Easter egg, Treyarch haven't like completely covered over the screen with a black box, so you can see the outlines of you still in the map. Like you can see my Apothicon Servant in one gameplay here, but like on PC, they've completely covered it over. So technically, you're still in the game whilst it's showing the game over screen. And on previous maps where it's been a game over Easter egg, like Mob of the Dead and Origins, for example, like you see you see what you see normally when you die. You see like different shots of the map. So it is weird. It's like the game's still there. So technically, if they didn't throw the game over on there, you could probably still play. But at the moment, it doesn't seem like you can. Now, Treyarch have done stuff in the past where they've added in stuff later on into maps. What do you think about that idea?
Well, I mean, Jason Blundell did say that it would last us 18 months, right?
Yeah,
so,
he did.
I mean, the way that I'm looking at it is the fact that it took us a week to find everything that we found. That's like, I mean, even up to now, it's only a week. And we know there's removed things like the chicken Easter egg. So the way I'm looking at it is Treyarch's probably going to update maps maybe every month all the way up for those 18 months until we've got another Treyarch game.
That is a really cool idea. Like, I think maybe it'd be a bit too much of an ask for them to do that, but I would not be surprised. I wouldn't say every month, but I would not be surprised later down the line, maybe 6 months, 12 months, 18 months time, they just add something.
Yeah.
Or they just keep adding little things here and there. Because not only did they remove the chicken Easter egg, they removed the mannequin from the Kino stage as well. I don't know if that's like a troll that they put in originally. Then they're like, okay, these people are actually losing their minds trying to find a hat that doesn't exist. Let's be nice to them and just take it away. But yeah, it's still super weird. So we want to get your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. If you've got a PS4 or Xbox One with Revelations, feel free to try this out because it seems like on different platforms you're getting different results. It's super weird. But we've not been able to replicate this ever since. I'd love if you guys could as well, and let me know what you find in the comments. But if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like rating, share it around with your friends, and share it around with just everyone really, because this is super weird. I'm going to try and debunk it so we can, you know, go to bed and rest easy now we actually find out what this sound means. But thank you for watching. We'll catch you in another one soon.